Good evening and welcome to Kings Park here in Hong Kong for the opening game in the Asia Rugby U19 Championships between Hong Kong, China and Chinese Taipei. Beautiful evening here in Hong Kong with the weather probably in the mid-20s, low humidity, perfect rugby conditions as we look out over the nightscape of Hong Kong. Central Plaza in the background. In the foreground there, the beautiful Rosewood Hotel, and yeah, as we now come back and pan to the game, I'm Richard Cook, and I'm joined in co-commentary by Ashton Hyde. Welcome, Ash.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Cookie. Really looking forward to this test match and watching some emerging talent play some fine football.
Yeah, it's a big game for everybody here. What's on the line with this is the winners of this three-team tournament between Hong Kong, China, Chinese Taipei and South Korea is a trip to the Junior World Trophy. So the lineup here we have for the Chinese Taipei team, Ash. To be honest, we don't know a great deal about these young men. They're captained by halfback Hung at number 9 there, and some big boys on show.
Yeah, there certainly are. Definitely some tall timber in the second row there from Lee and Wang. Big boys, and I was looking at the front row warming up there. Quite a big pack.
Certainly showed some good skills in the warm-up from what we could see, and yeah, there he is, the Hong Kong coach Joe Barker, looking pretty happy with everything. And here we have the Hong Kong team. Some great experience. 12 of these guys played in this same tournament in KL 12 months ago, and 9 of them went to the Junior World Trophy in Kenya. So a lot of experience across the team, and a good 12 or 13 of them have got Premiership experience this season in the Hong Kong men's Premiership. Who are you going to be looking out for, Ash?
Yeah, I'll definitely be keeping a look at the live wire, number 9, Kieran Lacey. He'll be looking to give some good service to Blake Elliott. And also the rapid feet of Matthew Rickard, looking very quick with a lot of pace.
Yeah, I'm particularly looking forward to seeing Ben Sheldon. I know that his mother will be watching in Lymington in the UK, and Father Jeremy, stalwart of the Kowloon Club, will be here at Kings Park watching him. So the two teams, these young men now entering the fray. Dave Bennett there from the Hong Kong Scottish Club has had lots and lots of starts for Scottish this year, and as a front rower, or a former front rower, you'd probably appreciate what he's got in front of him today.
Yeah, exactly, Cookie. This is a big Chinese Taipei front row, and they'll be looking to put a lot of pressure on this Hong Kong team come set piece time. They want to show some real dominance to be able to set a good platform for some of their quicker backs.
Yeah, and Ollie Clark leading the side from St Joe's in Nudgee, also plays for the Kowloon Club. Nudgee College, where Max Blair also goes, have just won the Australian Championship, Schools Championship. So these guys will be keen to see what they can do with an international shirt on. So some of the guys out there, this will be the first time that they've had the opportunity to pull on the national jersey. So exciting times. And our referee there is Shankar Abekun from Sri Lanka, and ably assisted by his Korean and Singapore counterparts. So we get ready for the anthem of Chinese Taipei first, playing in those white and blue hoops. Standing at 1.95 m. Not bad for an under-19, Ash. match 2 will be on Tuesday, which will feature Chinese Taipei and South Korea, and the final game next Saturday, where Hong Kong, China will take on South Korea. And now we have the anthem of the People's Republic of China. So that is it. The formalities are out of the way. These young men will now be looking to get stuck into each other. At this under-19 level, quite often the teams don't know too much about each other, and they have to size each other up in the first 5 or 10 minutes. But as we said, Ash, some big men in this Chinese Taipei side.
Yeah, you're certainly right, Cookie. They're going to get the set piece early, kick-off right, and set a good platform. I'm excited for this one, Cookie. Both teams will be really revved up, representing their country down here at Kings Park, the home of Hong Kong.
Absolutely. So Hong Kong, last time out in Kuala Lumpur last year, got the better of Chinese Taipei. Cultural challenge there from Chinese Taipei. They certainly look fired up, as we said in the warm-up. They were certainly pretty vocal, pretty loud, and we've got Hong Kong kicking off from left to right in the blue shirts. Chinese Taipei will be receiving this kickoff, and to get the game underway,
let's go.
Blake Elliott.
Ready, blue.
So off we go. High hanging kick. Well fielded.
Yeah, stay.
Deep clearance there. Running it back.
Tackle, release. Last ball.
Good contest over the ball there. Lacey gets his hands on the ball first. A little bit shaky there from Hong Kong, and Chinese Taipei have come through and taken that ball. A little chip through there, and Dom Headley was all over it. It's actually been given as a knock-on. The initial take was definitely a charge down, but as he went to grab the ball, big Dom Headley there just knocked it on, spilt it forward. So we've got that all-important first scrummage, Ash.
Yeah, I was impressed with the clean-out skills of Chinese Taipei to force the turnover. But yeah, first scrum here, obviously always a time for the two big front rows to size each other up, and I'm looking forward to this contest.
Bind. Sit. Steady, boys. Steady.
Decent scrummage there from Hong Kong, putting a little bit of pressure on, but well cleared away there by the skipper. Oh, and a great take there. Oh, and a really good step by James Key. And he ran into the big prop forward there, probably picked the worst man on the field to run into. So Hong Kong looking to put some width on this early. Some good ground made
Last
there.
Go back, please.
Lacey, that's a better pass to his clubmate Headley.
Right. Last foot, stay on the last feet. First, number 8.
Judged to have come in at the side there. But for all money, that looked like he was straight over the top of the ball there, Ash.
Yeah, unfortunate to give away the penalty, but it does set up Hong Kong here for a kick to the corner and a chance to get that line out operating and set up a good platform.
So some good work there by Hong Kong looking after that ball.
Centre mark, boys.
The background there, some of the crowd. Jimmy Musgrove from the Kowloon Club.
White number 10, stay.
So now the pressure is on young Ben Sheldon. Gets the ball in. Headley rises high, and the big, tall, open side with those long go-go gadget arms coming over the top, and they're having to work hard. And they've got a good roll on here. As long as Sheldon has got that ball, but they've collapsed in on themselves, but the ball is still up, and they're over the line, and they're celebrating. And that looks like a fantastic start.
Thank you.
Young Ben Sheldon. And the referee gives the try. That is a fantastic start for Hong Kong. And Ben Sheldon did really well to keep himself hidden there, Ash.
Yeah, he certainly did.
We'll get the replay up here.
Really strong performance there. Good line-out operation. They got it to the back of the ball, and they didn't rush themselves too much. See the patience here from Sheldon. He doesn't go down. He keeps his feet and gets the rewards for doing so. Really, really good effort.
Yeah, fantastic work from the young man. As I said earlier, his father was a stalwart of the Kowloon Rugby Club. His mother, Alexandra Pennicott, international triathlete of some renown. So, lining up this conversion attempt. It's been a fairly competitive first couple of minutes, but the first chance that Hong Kong have had have put some points on the board, and Isaac Campbell-Wu. It's a really good strike, but unfortunately no cigar.
Not the easiest kick for his first one up. But Hong Kong, China taking the lead, 5 points. Chinese Taipei, 0.
So barely 5 minutes gone in this game. Chinese Taipei kicking off. Hanging kick there. Well picked up. It's another carry there for Dom Headley. Blake Elliott. Looks like he's put it out on the full there. So first unforced error, a bit of pressure coming through from the defensive line there of Chinese Taipei.
They get the opportunity to set an attacking line out
Blue 10, stay.
right into the 22 of this Hong Kong team. Let's see how their platform operates in. Whether they can...
Hooker Lee, it's a really good ball to Lee in the number 7 jersey.
Same on.
And it looks like Chinese Taipei have got a good roll on here, but a good counter drive that Hong Kong have sheared off.
No, go back.
Chinese Taipei have gone down. Headley putting some pressure on there. They come away with the ball.
Okay, play
Oh,
on.
a really good take there. Great work there from Campbell-Wu.
Back, last foot.
Dave Bennett putting his shoulder to the wheel there. And this time a really deep raking kick. And that could possibly
fantastic.
be a 50-22.
That's really impressive, Cookie.
Thank you.
I think the crowd are certainly giving the touchy the bird, but I think it must be just outside the 22, so it is still Chinese Taipei throw. But some great work there by Isaac Campbell-Wu to rip that ball away in contact that got Hong Kong back on the front foot.
White.
Yeah, really good exit play from the Hong Kong team.
So some good pressure there.
What do you want?
Good pressure from the Hong Kong line out there.
Line out or scrum? Scrum down.
So opting for the scrummage. Another opportunity to put a marker down here
Yeah,
for this young Hong Kong team.
Turn left. Take it left.
They went well in that opening scrum. They want to replicate that and set a good platform for these flashy backs to show their stuff.
So this Hong Kong front row with Koo, Sheldon and Bennett that Lacey will be feeding into.
Sit. Steady. Steady, boys.
Another solid scrummage from the Hong Kong 8. Headley picks it up. Campbell Wu strides through. First couple of tackles and stays really strong in the contact.
Get back. Get back.
Oh, great tip on there from Bennett. Some really organised play in the lead up here.
No. Last foot.
Just a little pick and go there. Theo
Last foot.
Mag.
Go back. Go back. Last foot.
Oh, and just simple hands.
Time off.
And a good score there by Luke Morrow.
Go back.
The referee's called time off, wants to have a word with his AR just to check that everything is good there. But looked like a very good finish from Morrow. Joe Barker looking on as we look at this replay. Good hands there.
Time on.
And a good score there by Morrow. He's at the Dartmouth College in the USA, where his father played college football. So a chip off the old block there as a wide receiver, dotting down in the corner.
Yeah, he's done well to finish that. It's a great try, but beautifully set up from a dominant scrum. Big David Bennett doing a good scrum performance, getting up, doing a nice offload, and then getting to his feet again for another carry. He'll be happy with that effort, setting up his outside backs.
So Campbell Wu won't be too happy that both tries have been scored wide out on that left-hand touchline. He's currently under contract at Bristol Bears in the UK, where he's already had a game in the Premiership Cup, and he's showing all those skills in the early part of this game. And that's a really good strike, and he gets the extras.
Yeah, he's been looking good, Isaac. He's running really hard, and that was a fantastic kick from a tricky position. He's started this game quite nicely.
So an ominous start here for Chinese Taipei. 12 points to 0 down with not yet 10 minutes on the clock. So Hong Kong will be looking for a good clean exit here. And a solid contact there from Blake Elliott, but only takes play up to just outside the Hong Kong 22. I think Chinese Taipei will be pretty pleased with that return as they get the ball back.
Stay 10 meters. Go back, please. Okay.
So throwing the ball in here. Tight head prop Lee. And again, they've put it to the tall timber. Some good work there from Callum Fitzhenry coming through on the halfback. Chinese Taipei look to move the ball. Good tackle there.
Advantage. Knock forward.
But it's been knocked on.
Advantage.
And a good pick up there. Driving through.
Back.
Skipper Ollie
Advantage
Clark.
over.
Kieran Lacey puts boot to ball.
50-22,
And that is a
50-22.
fantastic 50-22 from the young man.
Yeah, that's brilliant play from Kieran Lacey. Just the intelligent boot to pop it over the top, and he gets rewarded with a 50-22.
Fantastic work. He's settled quite nicely, playing in the Sandy Bay Premiership first 15. Currently league leaders after 6 rounds as Sheldon throws this ball in. Another dominant take there. And Lee, the 195, metre tall, is doing everything he can to get over the top there. Pulled out the back there by Campbell Wu. Luke Morrow, try scorer, picks that one up. Lacey getting bundled. Hong Kong maybe trying to play a little bit too much. Need to look after this ball here.
Go back,
Reset.
go back.
Bennett driving hard there. Campbell Wu putting on some steps. Really dynamic in that contact area. Sheldon with a good tip on there to Bennett. Beverly with a good wide ball there.
Go back.
So Ben Sheldon here in the midfield, working really hard, but just losing it on the floor there. So some decent continuity there, Ash, from the Hong Kong team.
Yeah, they're starting to run really well, get a bit confident. Starting to throw a couple of loose passes, which I'd like to see them tidy up a bit. Unfortunately, the big man, David Bennett, has gone down, holding his knee, I believe. He's had a really good start to this game, getting his hands on the ball quite a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. I think pretty much everybody in this Hong Kong side has got their hands on the ball early on. The forwards are showing quite a lot of continuity. Sheldon just got scragged, and as he's working hard there, the ball has just gone forward off Matt Rickard's boot and back onto his hands there. So I'm sure that Joe Barker and the mechanics here, Johnny Moses, long-time physio for Hong Kong China Rugby, is attending to him, and it looks like Bennett is back to his feet.
Yep, he looks all repaired and ready to pack down for this midfield scrum.
Joe Barker there, I think, will be pretty happy with these opening exchanges. Hong Kong looking fairly tidy and neat about the work they're getting through. They want to put some pressure on to this Chinese Taipei scrummage here and not allow any easy outs here. Good drive, just screwing round. Chinese Taipei clear the ball, and Lin, that's a really good raking kick.
Offside, go back to the penalty advantage. No, you're offside, go back to the penalty advantage.
That is so cruel, because that was an absolutely fantastic raking kick into the corner. Would have been a 50-22, but man in front, and so it's given us offside.
Not binding. Flankers.
So there must have been an earlier penalty infraction at the scrummage, but the kick was rubbed out because there was a man in front chasing it, which was a huge shame for Chinese Taipei. They do at least get the ball back, and fly half Lin puts in a really good touch finder again.
Yeah, he's been looking good with boot on ball, getting plenty of distance in those kicks, setting up his full pack for a chance to operate a line out inside the Hong Kong team's half.
So far, the tall man there, the number 7 jersey, Lee Chun-Chi, has been the target of everything. It's kind of a volleyball spike into touch there.
It was a good contest from the Hong Kong team.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got around about 500 people watching on the stream here. Please do feel free to put some comments into the chat. Oh, that's a fantastically athletic take there. And a decent pickup. And the referees had judged it forward, but that was a really athletic line-out steal there, Ash.
Yeah, he showed great athleticism to get up there and disrupt the ball.
I need all must buy.
And yeah, winning the opportunity to have another set-piece scrum here. And the Hong Kong side looking pretty dominant up front. Cookie.
Yeah, but it was really soft hands by Lee, the number 7. Not only did he get up and disrupt it, but soft hands to bring the ball back in. But it gives Lacey an opportunity on halfway here. We'll get a great look at Dave Bennett on this tight head side for Hong Kong China. So Lacey digging in for the ball. Pulled out the back. Oh, and a great break there from Max Blair.
Back. Go back, please. Wide, roll away.
Another good carry there from Dom Headley.
No, you lost the ball. Back.
Lacey questioning the referee. Bennett again takes a flat pass playing through the front there. Great ball there. A little show inside and out. James Key with some really good footwork in the channel. Ball's popped up to Sheldon. He's run into some stiff defence there, but looks after the ball.
Finish the ball.
The pick and go there.
Go back, last foot. No, you lost the ball.
Not putting too much width on this at the moment. Certainly going route 1 here. And some good defence there from Chinese Taipei. Really under pressure, and a little nudge forward on the floor there, Ash.
Yeah, Hong Kong showed some good hands and good footwork out in the wide channels to get them down, and then they moved into that forward play, but a little knock on. Just got the better of them. So David Bennett back down again. He's struggling with that knee. Hopefully he can carry on, because he has been doing really well today so far.
As we said, in the context of this tournament, it's a 3-team tournament, a round robin. You can't really afford to sort of save your powder and keep it dry. You've got to go full noise in both games. You can't really afford a slip up. Chinese Taipei coach Sun there. After the early onslaught, he'll probably be glad that Chinese Taipei are hanging tough now and made it difficult there for the Hong Kong side on the line. Got a decent crowd in here at Kings Park this evening. Probably around about 1,000 people all up.
Coach! Bye! Set! Steady, boys! Steady, all in! Use the ball.
So a solid scrummage there from Chinese Taipei. Lin puts boot to ball again. James Key. He's looked exciting so far, and he steps inside the first one and gets the ball out to his opposite winger Morrow. And Headley again storming forward, driving after the initial contact 4 or 5 metres. He's lost the ball, had it ripped away from him. And now Chinese Taipei looking to run from deep here.
Now release now.
Skipper Hung always looking to get some air on the ball, but he pulls it back to Lin. And the referee has picked up maybe a late tackle there.
Doctor.
And two guys taking a bit of attention here. I think somebody might have taken a boot to the face there. I think tough to see in the replay there. But I think both players have come out bad from this. So
Marco Conti,
yeah, pretty committed and got there just as the ball was going away. But he's taken a knee to the face there as the follow-through came. But he's a tough young man, Conti. The referee is obviously maybe adjudged that's late because he's blown up almost immediately. Yeah, maybe was a fraction on the late side. But a marginal call. He was definitely committed.
Yeah, it is tough in those slow motion shots.
Can play. Okay.
But he seems to be happy enough with it, I think.
Captain.
So Tom O'Howell's one of the assistant coaches there, having a word with Dom Headley. Dom has already got through a colossal amount of work in the early part of this game.
Number 6. Captain. Number 6.
So Marco Conti being called out here.
Penalty only. No yellow card.
So penalty only.
Okay, be careful.
So some pragmatic refereeing there.
They get the penalty from where the ball landed, because it was a contest during a kick.
Yeah, kick or kick. So it's a really good net gain for Chinese Taipei. And so far, their fly half Lin has carved off some impressive meters when he's put boot to ball. Be interesting to see how he fares after being rattled there by Conti. But that's another decent kick. Some really good yardage there, Ash.
Really impressive kick, getting his team deep into the Hong Kong half. They get another opportunity. Bit of get out of jail there, really.
So good to see that we have got lots of people watching in from Taiwan, supporting Taiwan, and another great take there. But the ball's actually dropped and Kieran Lacey hacks it through. Remonstrating with the referee as only Kieran Lacey can do. Great, harrowing young scrum half from the Sandy Bay club.
Blue ball, blue ball.
He's settled into his work nicely today, Cookie. He's been getting the boys running onto that well.
Yeah, he had a shaky start. His first pass didn't go to hand, but he's pushed that out of his mind, and as you say, got really solidly into his work here. He's a real cheeky young man.
Coach.
I think he gets that from his mother, Jo.
Fine. Set. Steady, boys.
So Lacey with the feed.
Staying.
Sheldon with a good strike. And the ball up to Campbell Wu. Again, a good carry. Fitzhenry there. Looks like Lacey's setting himself up for a box kick here. And that's a real high hanging kick. And Key is after it. That's a really good take by the halfback. Good tackle though by the following up of Key. Chinese Taipei looking to run into these wide channels. Look like they've got some pace and athleticism here.
Play on.
Well cleared away and tidied up. That's a good run. Some great work. Good cover tackle there by Sheldon. Some really good solid basic skills here from Chinese Taipei, moving this ball from coast to coast. Some good D from Hong Kong. And then pulls the ball out to the back. To get the ball into the hands of the winger in the wide channel. Some really good quick feet there.
Back, get back.
Well, big man straight through. A really good offload. Starting to go through the gears here, Chinese Taipei. Solid work from the number 8 there. So some really pragmatic build up there, but Hong Kong stayed tight in defence there, Ash. Although they gave up some meters, they held their shape.
Yeah, strong defence. That was a pretty good effort from the Chinese Taipei side. They recycled their ball well. They were going coast to coast. Just unfortunately a slight error let off the pressure, and Hong Kong get the opportunity to have another scrum.
And it looks like Dave Bennett has finally succumbed to that knee injury. He's gone down again, and the referee was kind of indicating, I think, that he perhaps wanted Bennett to leave the field, but he looks like he's going to hang tough. A little bit of a tension here. I know the pain of having to change a contact lens on the fly. Not the easiest thing to do in a mirror in the sanctity of your own bathroom, yet alone while you've got sweaty hands and you're shaking in the middle of a rugby field. So the Chinese Taipei replacements bench there looking anxious, and fantastic to see that there's a lot of support in the ground here for Chinese Taipei this evening. It's a large Taiwanese community, and indeed Bennett has finally succumbed. And Mitchell Crawford at school at St Peter's in Cambridge, New Zealand, but a proud member of the DB Pirates Club. So they'll be singing and dancing in the plaza on DB, seeing him on the field.
It's unfortunate for Bennett. He's played really well in this first 23 minutes of this test match, but it's an exciting opportunity for Crawford to show what he's got, and he starts off with a big scrum.
That's good work again. Campbell Wu spreads the ball out to that left wing. Luke Morrow again puts some feet on, stays in field. Stanfield dropped the ball inside, but unfortunately the ball went loose and bobbled into touch, despite Lacey's valiant attempt to keep the ball in field. As we've said, the young man's had a really good start to his premiership career for the Sandy Bay Club. 4 appearances now in the first 6 games, has done a tremendous job. Chinese Taipei now with this feed on halfway, and they go low. And Lacey offers up the tackle on the big prop forward. Really good driving there by Chinese Taipei. Pulling it deep and getting it wide here. Some good footwork and offloading in contact there. Oh, and a really good steal there. And Lacey again. Boot to ball, and Key is after this. And the ball has gone loose, and it's bounced up into a Chinese Taipei hand.
Release now, release.
Hong Kong working hard across the field here, all on their feet.
Yeah, you can run.
Big, high hanging kick. Well fielded there by Elliott. Max Blair puts a deep kick. Chinese Taipei are onto it, and they come back to this left wing. But a really good tackle there by Key, stops him dead. And the young halfback and skipper Hung gets the ball up to Wang.
Okay, play on. Go back. Blue offside. Penalty advantage.
So penalty advantage for Chinese Taipei. And Hung decides to go to the air. And Lacey, although he fields it, knocks it on. And so they've got 2 opportunities here, and they opt to go back for the penalty advantage for offside.
Thank you.
Called by the AR. So we've got 26 minutes have gone. Playing 35-minute halves in these under-19 championship games.
I must say, Chinese Taipei have turned it up a gear from the early start. They're spending a lot of time down in the Hong Kong half and putting a lot of pressure on this team. If they can build these phases like they have been, they will, be able to put a lot of pressure on this Hong Kong side.
As we've said, it was looking fairly ominous at 12-0 after just about 10 minutes. But Chinese Taipei have definitely got themselves into their work, and another line-out take from this impressive tall man. So the number 8 there, Lee, this 100-kilo man, solid-looking young man, certainly trying to lead his forward pack from the front. Another good opportunity for Chinese Taipei forwards to put some work on here, Ash.
They'll be looking to set that driving ball. There's a lot of pressure for this Hong Kong China side. Defensively, they're going to really have to bar up for this one. You can almost guarantee Chinese Taipei are going to use those big forwards and try and drive deep to the line.
Goes hard, and a bit of a shift drive there from Chinese Taipei. Early good defense from Hong Kong. Headley driving it there. Chinese Taipei stay strong as Hong Kong shear off. As the ball goes down, no call from the referee, so that's legal defense from Hong Kong. Scrum half Hung gets the ball up and just slightly spilled in contact there.
It's a shame it was a strong line-out drive. Quite ominous how Hong Kong defended that one, but it did collapse, and it was play on. Unlucky just a slight slip. They now get the chance to put a...
So the Chinese Taipei number 3, who's throwing the ball in, is questioning whether the jumper was taken in the air there. He's an exceptionally tall man at 197, but he doesn't have a lot of ballast at the moment, and looks like the ball popped out there, and Lacey did really well to pick that up. I think if the Taipei halfback had been onto it, he could easily have got that ball away. So some tidy work at the base there from young Kieran Lacey.
He cleaned that up nicely and got a good kick away. Did Blake Elliott, getting them back down into the halfway.
So some good signs from Chinese Taipei, but every time they put the pressure on, Hong Kong China are able to just come up with enough in defence to solidly get the ball away. Ben Sheldon's father, Jeremy, in the background there, seemingly very happy with proceedings so far. The ball onto the ground, but well picked up, and some good in and out footwork there. Good tackle there by Campbell Wu. Really solid contact there from Dom Headley. Really read well there by Luke Morrow. And some really good defence there from Hong Kong China.
Yeah, they'll be happy with that defensive effort. Lewis Wilson, defensive coach, has been showing them how he puts in those big shoulders himself. And big Dom Henley putting in a lovely shot.
Good throw there from but adjudged to be slightly squint, given the option of line out or scrum, and they've opted for the scrummage. As I've said, some big men. Be a good opportunity for Mitchell Crawford on the tight head side, the early replacement for the injured Dave Bennett.
He's been scrumming well these first couple.
Crouch. Bye.
Conti and Morrow will need to be eyes up on the blind side of this scrummage. Hung, the captain, is a real live wire, and sure enough, he goes blind. A really darting run, gets around Conti, draws Morrow and releases his winger. Some great work from the halfback there. Chinese Taipei looking good here. Lin plays through the front to his loose head prop.
No hands.
Ball on the floor there. Sheldon scrags him to the ground. Now comes through directly over the top of the ball, really making a mess of it, and some great work there by Lacey, but a knock on in the process. So certainly the danger man in this Chinese Taipei side is the skipper.
They're doing a lot of things right, Chinese Taipei. They're getting the ball through the hands well, carrying well. It just seems to be at that breakdown area. Hong Kong have been able to disrupt them a little bit, put a lot of pressure on the counter ruck, and making it difficult for them to get that clean ball.
I think as they build through the phases, Hong Kong are staying composed in defence, and Chinese Taipei, as they go through the multiple phases, it's getting more and more difficult for them. So Hong Kong currently, James Key receiving some attention. Decent scrummage here from Chinese Taipei. Hong clears the ball. Lin shapes for the kick, but then spreads the ball wide. Some solid defence in the wide channel there from Morrow. Matt Rickard looking good. Another solid carry there from Chai. And Hung, a little show and go, but Lacey mows him down, but a good offload to his winger.
Go back.
Definitely a momentum shift here for Chinese Taipei, and Wang. It's been impressive in the second row. Good inside ball there, back out to Lin. Gets it into the wide channel. Sharp little offload onto the inside there. Lacey gets his hands in and amongst it. There's a knock on and they're playing advantage. And Hong Kong playing with some width here. Moving outside the 22. And after some really good work, they've slipped the ball forwards. So young Kieran Lacey again getting in the faces of the opposition, of forcing the knock on, and as Hong Kong played away, they made a good 25 to 30 metres, but then unfortunately slipped the ball forward.
Last play.
So the referee calls final play of the half here. So Hong Kong will want to close this out. After a solid start to the half, the momentum has definitely been wrested back. That's the half-time hooter has gone. Skipper Hung. Hong Kong will be all eyes for him. Pulled out the back again, and they've got to the outside. And a good tackle there by Matt Rickard. Lin picks up.
Advantage side.
And an advantage being played, so Chinese Taipei playing with house money now. But again, some good pressure. And we're back for the penalty. Will they be pragmatic and take the 3 points, or are they going to go for the corner?
Looks like they're going to go for the jugular there. Cookie, put it deep into this Hong Kong corner and try their luck with the set piece.
That is a decent kick into the corner. I'm always highly critical when the kicker leaves it 8-9 metres short, but he's put that right on the dot of the 5 metre.
Don't cross the gap. Stay.
So really, really a fantastic opportunity for Chinese Taipei, and they go to the big man, holding him high, and that shift drive working really well. And
there it is.
a perfect end to the second half.
Yeah,
Chinese Taipei absolutely backed themselves there. And the try scorer is number 2, Xu.
Really good executed set piece there. Plugged the corner, they backed themselves. The 3 points was on offer, but they decided to go to the corner, get that big forward pack rolling with the line-out drive, and they've come up trumps. Look at this.
So they've really worked this shift drive well. Some great work. Really good execution. They've obviously worked out that the big tall man is not the timber man to set up the drive around, and they shift that ball off him. And that's a couple of really good driving line-outs they've had towards the end of this second half.
Yeah, they'll be really happy with that. After the onslaught of the first 10 minutes of the game, going into half-time, 1 try behind.
That's a solid strike from Lin. And without doubt, all the momentum has shifted very much back towards Chinese Taipei in the second half of that, the second quarter of the game. Really good play from them. And the Chinese Taipei fans in the background are absolutely cock-a-hoop with that.
And why wouldn't they be, Cookie? Their team has gone really well. The captain, the live wire halfback Hung, has really turned things up in the second half of this first half and really got the boys on the front foot.
Without doubt, I would think, looking at the Chinese Taipei huddle, as that kick went over, they were absolutely cock-a-hoop, and they've definitely grown an arm and a leg as they go into half-time. Fantastic work. So it's going to take some sterling work from Joe Barker and his coaching team to get Hong Kong back to where they started this game. The first 10 minutes, they were absolutely imperious there.
Yeah, they need to keep their hands on the ball. They've done really well defensively, but they're not winning the territory battle, and they don't seem to be having as much possession as they did in those opening minutes. So that's really what the conversation's going to be. Play the rugby in the right areas and make sure you hold on to that pill.
So as we look out over this cityscape of Hong Kong, Kings Park, the home of Hong Kong rugby. 3 pitches here, and it's the training headquarters for all of the national teams, men's, women's. So we're going to have a good look at the highlights of this first half. So a great opening to this game, and young Ben Sheldon stayed well on his feet there, Ash, and got through there for that first try, and really good work.
Yeah, getting over the line in the first 3 minutes of the game, setting the tone for the team, executed a really great line-out drive. Sheldon dotting over.
A tough kick. It was a really good strike with that first conversion attempt from vice captain Campbell Wu. And then they just, after trying to batter the front door down, pulled the ball wide, and Luke Morrow, the young Dartford College alum.
Yeah, just simply a numbers game. Really good execution of the catch and pass, and a lovely finish. The young
really
winger.
Good finish, and Campbell Wu put the icing on the cake at that point. And 10 minutes in, 12-0 to Hong Kong China. It was looking pretty ominous for Chinese Taipei, but then they've wrested things back, and after the hooter, they actually had the stones to go for the kick to the corner, and then the forwards absolutely delivered. Really put some set piece together there.
Yeah, you can tell they're really up for this. It took them a couple of minutes to get things going, but now that they have, they really have put some good phases together and get rewarded with a lovely try.
And then Lin absolutely nailed it and made it 12-7 at half-time. So We've everything to play for at the end of this first half here at Kings Park, Hong Kong. And we come back from half-time with this game absolutely finely poised. Hong Kong at sort of 10 to 15 minutes into that first half were cruising at 12 points to nil. But just on the stroke of half-time, Chinese Taipei had the nerve to go for the corner and nailed it with a 7-pointer. So definitely the momentum is all Chinese Taipei's way at the moment, Ash.
Yeah, everything to play for in the second 35 minutes. Chinese Taipei will hope to begin the second half how they finished the first.
And Chinese Taipei opted not to go back into the sheds, and we were pretty close to their huddle, and there was some fairly animated and positive conversation going on in there, and some changes, and immediately into the game there, Liam Jordan. And Isaac Wu's going back on this ball, harried by Lin, the number 10 there, but he's done well as Campbell Wu.
Stay back.
Lacey pulls the ball back to Blake Elliott, but it's not the greatest kick. It's landed midfield. Lin getting scragged there by Luke Morrow.
Take a release.
Good low tackle there. Callum Fitzhenry. Oh, the ball's ended up in Luke Morrow's hands, and he's been tipped up there by Wang. Oh, he's done really well to hang on to that ball. That was absolute fingertip stuff, and looks like a fairly big cut over the eye there of Ollie Clark. Hong Kong, this ball has been in play now for quite some time. Campbell Wu puts boot to ball all the way down into the opposition 22, and they're running it back. And a really good interception there by Morrow. Looked like it could have been bobbled forward, but the referee says play on, and Sheldon gets Hong Kong onto the front foot here. Another good drive there by Min Jin Koo. The ball spilled loose, but it's gone back. Oh, it's a fantastic drive there. Mitchell Crawford.
Advantage over.
And I think that Blake Elliott probably thought he got penalty advantage there, but it was only scrum advantage. So he kicked the ball away, and it's been marked.
Advantage over. Knock on advantage.
Some good injection from these reserves that have come on. Richard Crawford there, and Liam Jordan getting into the work nice and early. That's exactly what they would be looking for.
So tap and go there. Popped up to Lin. pulls the ball just outside the Chinese Taipei 22. So it's a good opportunity for Hong Kong to really just try and settle into this. Really need to wrestle the control. Good line out there. James Q.
Advantage. Not 10 meters.
So Hong Kong now
Advantage.
playing under advantage, and Headley again taking some really good post-contact meters. Good work there from Fritz Mann as well.
No advantage, go back to the penalty advantage.
So
Not 10 meters.
back to
Not 10
penalty advantage. Lacey's looking for the mark.
Yeah. Not 10 meters.
So an opportunity to redeem himself there, Blake Elliott. As we said, I think he thought that Hong Kong were playing under penalty advantage when it was only scrum advantage. When he kicked the ball away, that ended the advantage. But Hong Kong immediately back on the front foot. Ben Sheldon with the throw. Great take there from Fitzhenry, gets the ball down, and it's in Sheldon's hands again. And he rolls away there, showing some great strength and experience. And that bags a brace for young Ben Sheldon.
Very similar scenes to what we saw in the first half there, Cookie. Sheldon very patient at the back of a strong driving maul, and then he's got the nous to go himself, drive his way onto the far corner there.
Yeah, the Chinese Taipei did really well. The maul came down, and Sheldon's there on his own, and he's just wrestling away, and he got enough body awareness to know how to roll with that punch. Some really good work there.
Yeah, showing tremendous strength to stay on his feet, getting the rewards for it.
Good to see a fantastic mop of hair, because I can tell him if he's going to go the way of his father, he needs to make the most of it while he's got it.
Looks like he fell into a bucket of bleach there, Cookie.
So skipper Ollie Clark getting some attention there. Oh, and another great strike there by Campbell Wu, but just off to the side. So 17-7. As you said, it's an absolutely carbon copy of the start to the first half, with Sheldon getting first honours within the first couple of minutes.
Henry Elliott and Johnny Moses running some repairs on captain Oliver Clark.
As we said, from St Joseph's Nudgee College, Australian schools champions recently. A reasonable cut over his left eye. He's a tough young man. Another good carry.
No hands, no hands.
Jin Koo there. He's taken on a lot of the work since Dave Bennett has gone off.
Use it.
So Lacey, box kick. Oh dear. Taken out in the air there. So this could be big trouble for James Key. And the players getting involved. So as we look at this, James Key is looking at the ball, and he tries to take the ball. He only had eyes for the ball. He was never, ever looking at the man, but he's taken him out in the air, and this could be reasonably big trouble for the young man.
Yeah, player welfare, the man in the air always gets the rights. Does look like he is trying to contest that ball.
Yeah, if the ball would have dropped straight into his arms, So he was reasonably, as we've said, absolutely no eyes on the man. And let's hope he gets to stay on the field, because he's been one of Hong Kong's standouts. Every time he's got the ball, he's brought some of that electric pace and footwork to the game.
He's an impressive young talent.
Captain, number 14.
So the referee's calling for Ollie Clark and James Key. It's going to be, let's see what the colour of the card is. It looks like it's a yellow. So he's going to have 10 minutes. 10 minutes in the bin. But I've seen people get a red card for such incidents. So some pragmatic refereeing there, because as we could see from the replay, that the referee doesn't have the advantage of. There was certainly no intended malice there.
Yeah, I think that's well officiated. He didn't wrap or even really go for the tackle. He was contesting the ball the whole time. But yeah, as I said, you have to have that player welfare in mind first and foremost. So yellow card, pretty good call.
So Hong Kong physio there just chatting with James Key. Well, the team manager, Monty Heslop, one of the stars of the women's premiership here in Hong Kong, plays for the Kowloon club, taking on the role of team manager for this Hong Kong under-19s team. So having made that thunderous start to this second half, not really what Hong Kong wanted, to be defending a line out back in their own half. There'll need to be eyes up here.
Open side flanker Lee taking some running repairs before we can get the game underway.
And it looks like he's got some kind of cut. But, the physio's doing some work on. It looks like the referee's signalling that there should be some kind of replacement. But there's no activity as yet on the Chinese Taipei bench.
Okay. Come quickly.
As we've said, it looks like it'll be a blood substitution.
White number 7.
Gives him the opportunity to come back onto the field, and he's replaced by number 20, Yen Zijun. So Lee has been this really dynamic line-out force for Chinese Taipei so far. But a bit of a blood injury there, so if he's up to it, he will be able to return. So that's certainly one of Chinese Taipei's huge line-out options leaving the field.
Time on.
So time back on. 6 minutes gone in the second half. And a stolen ball at the front of the line out there.
Closing the gap. You can't move it.
The Sri Lankan referee calls it as closing the gap.
Come down.
Has opted for a scrummage.
Don't close the gap.
So scrum option. Like a great steal at the line out there. Clark, ball into the hands of his vice captain, Campbell Wu. We're now back for the scrummage. Chinese Taipei captain Hung. It's real live wire scrum half.
Couch.
Certainly led from the front so far.
Bind.
So Koo, Sheldon,
Steady.
Crawford.
All in. All in.
Scrummage by
All
Hong
in.
Kong, really putting some pressure on. The ball's cleared away. Stepping back inside, some good defence there in midfield from Hong Kong. Solid tackling there. Callum Fitzhenry with a really good take, and Ben Sheldon getting in amongst it. Dom Headley gets his hands on the ball. Campbell Wu pokes the ball downfield. Chinese Taipei decide to run it out, and that's good connected defence from Hong Kong China. Looks like they've won the ball. Vice-captain Campbell Wu over that ball. Some really good teamwork in defence there from Hong Kong, Ash.
Yeah, fantastic effort from Isaac Campbell Wu to get over the ball, get that contest and winning the penalty. And they're going to plug that deep into the corner, and they want to try and get that driving line out again, I'd imagine. Benedict Sheldon licking his lips, see if he can get that hat trick.
Time off. Wait.
So he's following in the footsteps of his senior
15,
counterpart,
15
Alex
off.
Post,
White
looking
number
to
15
try
off.
and get himself on the score sheet. I think 4 times against Malaysia, didn't he?
Come quickly.
As I said, young Ben Sheldon here. He's been really commanding at the tail of these line-out balls. That's a great take there by Fitzhenry. And he's in the boot again, and Hong Kong have got that drive on. Sheldon nearly goes down, but keeps his feet and does well. He's definitely looking for the hat-trick there, but pragmatically
Ball is
does
available.
a good long present. Lacey digs in, and they get the ball wide, but it's been spilt on the floor there. And I'm sure Sheldon will be saying, we need to keep this in the forwards, boys.
It was a great line-out throw and a good take at the back. They set up nicely, but just going down to ground and then looking to spread it wide. Unfortunate hands there from Maxwell Blair.
Yeah, it was not the greatest pass, was dying on him, down at his ankles. Coach Joe Barker has just taken over this role from Logan Aspelin, who took the team to Kenya to the Junior World Trophy. As we've said, qualification for next year's Junior World Trophy is on the line. So, well, deep in his own 22. Good scrummage from Hong Kong. Some really, I was just about to say, some really good, simple, basic skills. They've moved the ball across their own 22, but the final pass to Lin was bobbled forward.
Some ambitious play from this Chinese Taipei side. They're looking to run it from everywhere, Cookie. They really want to play with ball in hand.
So,
Very good scrum.
really good, solid scrummage last time from Hong Kong. They'll want to be getting the ball to Dom Headley's feet here.
Bind. Set. Steady.
Sure, Dom's father Graham will be looking down.
Say.
A very proud man. Sadly lost him a couple of years ago, but Dom is certainly doing his father proud. Also his mother Vicky and sister Sula. And here he goes again. Oh, great show and go there, and out of the back of the hand. And that is a fantastic score by Luke Morrow, crossing over onto that open side wing. We've got to remember, Hong Kong still playing with 14 men. So that is a great score for Hong Kong. Yeah, and a double for Luke Morrow.
Exceptional work there from Blake Elliott with the little Sonny Bill Williams pass out the back, getting it through to Morrow. Turns on the gas, gets the ball away, and that's a lovely finish from the winger Luke Morrow. That's the type of play Hong Kong will be looking to replicate.
It was really, really important that Hong Kong managed that 14-man period of time very well. And vice-captain Campbell Wu here, who's been doing the place kicking, he's going to love it. Every one of them has been about two yards inside the corner flag. So they haven't given him an easy shot yet, but he's been striking the ball very, very well so far. He said he's with the Bristol Bears Premiership Club in the UK, senior and member of their academy. Another solid strike, but unfortunately wide, so an absolute carbon copy of the first half, with Hong Kong within the first 15 minutes scoring 2 tries, so they've secured the bonus point, which will be so crucial. These small tournaments like this, it's really important, and Ben Sheldon there takes a rest, puts the bib on, and that brings Dowie Simmons on. So Hong Kong will want to get a good exit here.
Yeah, wait.
That is a decent kick out. So taking play almost to the 10-metre line.
Don't close the gap. Stay. Yeah, stay there. Yeah. Okay, no.
So Theo Mag of the Sandy Bay Club there.
Yeah, come up.
Looks like he's calling operations at the line out there. Another line out just thrown to the front man there. Deprived of their big 197-centimetre tall back row forward. Some good work there.
Backwards, play on.
Ball bobbles. Wrapped up there by Campbell Wu. Really solid contact there. He's been held up. Oh, and the ball ripped away from him there. So some great work there by Mitchell Crawford. Lacey digging in. Matt Rickard getting to the outside and doing well to stay in field. Luke Morrow picked the ball up, but it's bobbled away.
Yeah, really strong work from Mitchell Crawford to rip it away from the maul. Injection of pace, and gives the ability for...
So an early opportunity for Dowie Simons to throw this ball in.
Number 9 off. Number 9 off.
So the skipper,
White number 9.
Chinese Taipei skipper,
White
makes
number 9.
way for the replacement. Number 21, Wu.
Go. Please go.
Maybe Chinese Taipei perhaps just rolling through the substitutes here to give everybody a chance in this game one.
Wait.
So James Key is back on the field from his yellow card. So Hong Kong back to the full complement. Simon's great throw there, good skills. Luke Morrow in off that blindside wing does well. Min Jim Koo just spills that ball. Still pretty hot and sweaty here. Dom Headley there, one of the vice captains of this team, leading the forwards. So barely 16 minutes into this second half.
Bye.
Moving into the final quarter of this game. It's good to see that we've got 500 people watching in from around the world, and it looks like plenty of them are watching in from Taiwan. So welcome, and welcome to all of you from around the world.
Coach! Bind! Set! Steady! Say!
Another
Say!
stable scrummage here.
Use it!
Lin put the boot to ball over Key's head, and the ball's bouncing away, but he does well to get after that under a lot of pressure from the advancing kick chase. Toby Hughes there from the Valley Club. And the ball direct into touch, tried the kick pass. So further substitutions for Chinese
Number
Taipei.
5 white.
Coming on, number 19. Another big tall man.
Okay.
Chinese Taipei not without their size. Blake Elliott there. A rare mistake, puts the ball out on the full, which gives Chinese Taipei an opportunity just outside Hong Kong's 22. Loose ball there.
On white.
Chinese Taipei probably trying to play a little bit too much with the ball when they were slightly on the back foot there, Ash.
It's unfortunate. Very nice line-out catch. And then, yeah, just getting held up. Really good strength from the midfield in Hong Kong to be able to stop him from being able to get to ground and get that ball away. Yeah, they won't be happy with that.
Coach!
So Lacey with another feed to this scrummage.
Set! Steady.
Chinese Taipei
Say, Oli.
slightly on the back foot there. Headley to Lacey. Well, a slight foot on the touchline there.
Lovely weighted kick from Lacey, making it really tough on the winger.
Just thanking the touch judge there for his attendance. So the Hong Kong bench there.
Yeah, more line.
Been impressed with the Hong Kong reserves that have come on. They've injected a lot of vigor and impact into this full pack.
Got 10 meters.
Playing with house money here, Hong Kong. They've got penalty advantage on, a great offload there. Morrow does
Advantage
well,
over.
slips the ball in field there.
No, Sawai.
Lacey digging in for this ball. Some good defence here from Chinese Taipei as Hong Kong get the ball into the hands of Campbell Wu. Elliott, good pass from Rickard. James Key steps in field and looks after the ball. Fritz Mahn with another good, solid carry. Really good spot tackle there. Good work there from Headley again.
Play on.
Crawford playing some good heads-up rugby there, coming back against the grain. On a good little show and go there from Lacey, but spills the ball.
What do you want?
I'm impressed with the work rate of Crawford. He's getting around the park, getting his hands on the ball, making good decisions.
Modern day prop forward, Ash, not dissimilar to yourself.
Time off. Number 2.
Further replacement. And coming on, Lee, Bon Lee, this 117 kilo young man.
Time on.
Well, he's wearing the 16 jersey. He's gone on to the loose head side of the scrummage.
Coach!
Simon's now in the middle of this Hong Kong front row, calling the odds.
Set! Steady!
Pretty even Stevens in these scrummages. Chinese Taipei looking to run from deep here. Oh, he's got to the outside. Some really good work there. Forcing Hong Kong to really retreat. Big number 8 Lee
Penalty advantage,
takes some
offside!
yards. And now Chinese Taipei playing with penalty advantage.
Offside. All offside. All offside.
Always difficult when there's a big deep line break to get everybody back behind the back feet, and Hong Kong have transgressed there. Looks like another deep kick, and force the knock on there as they try to keep the ball in field there. James Key did initially really well, but just spilt the ball in contact. So it really gives Chinese Taipei an opportunity here.
This will be one of the better attacking opportunities they've had this half, deep in the Hong Kong
Come on, boys.
22.
Oh yeah, really good attempt there by young James Key to keep the ball in, but just bobbled it forward.
Coach!
As you say, about 8 metres out from the Hong Kong line.
Steady.
Chinese Taipei with a feed to this scrummage.
Stay. Stay.
It's another good scrummage by Hong Kong, really putting some pressure on. Barney's come back against the grain, and there was a small gap there. Another good tackle, just spilt. It's good to see some emotions running high here.
Okay, be careful, boys.
You can see what this means to all the guys out there. That was a good carry. He found a little bit of a half break.
Yeah, as we said, these young men, all of them playing for an opportunity to play in the Junior World Trophy, which is World Rugby's second tier under-20s competition. The Junior World Championship played every year. The likes of New Zealand, South Africa, England, France, Ireland, Wales, all playing in the top tier, the top 12. Then the next 8 contest the Junior World Trophy. Last year's tournament was held in Nairobi, Kenya. So these guys looking to on a fantastic scrummage here from Chinese Taipei, really have Hong Kong under pressure. Lacey digs it out. Elliott has to take a couple of steps to clear the ball. Hong Kong did really well to get that one away in the end, Ash.
They certainly did. Chinese Taipei really putting the pressure on up front, and yeah, forcing the difficult clearance. But Blake Elliott does well under pressure to get the ball away.
Some tight dead ball areas here at Kings Park, so a good take in the middle of the line out there from Lee. Hong Kong looking to get their hands on this and have given the penalty away. But Chinese Taipei still have the ball. They're heading towards the touchline. So in at the side is the call from the referee.
We get another shot at the dice. They're going to look to plug that corner again. Try and get this set piece operating.
So a little bit tighter to the line here. Be looking for good execution here. Again, it's gone short, and they've set up a good drive. And they're still going forward. I think Hong Kong have squirted the ball to touch. And it'll be very interesting to see who gets the feed to this line out.
Yeah, it's a strong defensive effort from the Hong Kong forward pack. Chinese Taipei peeling to the blind side and getting a second shunt on. But I believe it's The big number 8, Dominic Headley, able to tumble him into touch.
Zoe Simons here with this throw. He's made a decent showing since coming on for Ben Sheldon. Great take in the middle there from Theo Mag. Mitchell Crawford again, carving off the meters. Blake Elliott takes the play up to the 22, so concerted period of pressure here from Chinese Taipei. Both halves, they've appear to have finished very much the stronger of the two. We're inside the last 10 minutes. So Lucas Molyneux from the University of Edinburgh and the Hong Kong Football Club gets to come on, and Luke Morrow with a brace so far. He's replaced by young Hassan Lin. So the big number 8 has got his hands on this ball, but they've got to move it away.
High tackle, number 20, high tackle.
And so playing with advantage, Chinese Taipei. Some good change through that channel. And looking a little less fluid than they did in the first half, now that these changes have been made.
Number 20.
So number 3 lead there for Chinese Taipei, getting the ball over the line, but the referee had already blown for the penalty. And a high tackle there.
Opting for the scrum here, Cookie.
Backing themselves here. Always good to see. I think since their tall timber went off, the line out has not been quite such a banker for Chinese Taipei. And judging by that last scrummage, they perhaps feel they've got the wood on Hong Kong here.
Coach. Bye.
Massive height difference between the halfbacks there. Kieran Lacey towering over his opposite number. Oh. And then Hong Kong really put the work on them. Oh, and some good work there in defence again. Oh, and he just slices through Max Blair there. Chinese Taipei would have been ruined going for that scrummage instead of kicking to the corner. Big mix up in the middle.
Some impressive pace here from Max Blair, showing good footwork.
He kind of outrun his support play there and got scragged on the ground. Lin Yi, who has been one of the standout players for Chinese Taipei throughout this game. A good contest there from Fitzhenry. Looks like Crawford has got amongst that. Toby Hughes, but adjudged to have come in illegally.
I'm interested to see what they choose to do here, Chinese Taipei, if they look to pluck that corner and give their full-pack the chance to operate another line-out drive. So Sri Lankan referee just basically letting Hong Kong know that they're giving far too many penalties away this phase of the game, and that's a last warning.
White number 6 off. White number 6.
So another substitution for Chinese Taipei. They've pretty much rolled their entire bench now. Oh, and a good dig at that one from Theo Mag, but into the hands of Chinese Taipei. And they've got a decent drive set up here, but they need to get the ball to the back of this. It's a little bit scruffy this time. Oh, some good footwork through the middle there. James Keel need to tackle back here. Kieran Lacey getting involved in defence there.
No, don't do that.
Isaac Campbell-Wu coming in with a strong shoulder on the tackle there.
Go back.
As they roll to that tight side there.
Last foot, go back,
Hong Kong will not want to concede a try at the end of the second half as they did at the first. Some solid defence there. Headley and Dowie Simons. And Isaac Campbell-Wu, the vice skipper, is in there. Absolutely sharing the work with his forwards. Now they spread the ball wide. Really needed that support runner to stay behind him. Some decent defence here from Hong Kong. So now advantage. So Fritz Mahn caught offside. Could be a yellow card if again, some real desperate defence here. Hong Kong boys will be barring up here, wanting to show Joe Barker that they're worthy of selection next weekend against South Korea. They've done well and they've been held up.
Number four. Repeated infringement by team. It's a yellow card.
So Callum Fitzhenry,
not rolling away and offside.
With 2 minutes up that team yellow card.
One penalty here.
It's too many infringements back to back in this key area of the field.
It's been a very, very good performance from the locking partnership of Fitzhenry and Theo Mag. They've run the entire 68 minutes so far.
Number 8, going to the right. Number 8. Okay. No, number 8. No number 8. Number 4 out. No number 8. Hurry up, boys.
So the referee getting involved with
No number 8.
the tactics there.
Yeah, okay, good.
And it looks like
Coach!
the ball is going to be fed.
Bind! Set! Steady! Say!
Both down to 7-man scrummages. Good tackle by Blake Elliott. Theo Mag having to do the extra work.
Advantage!
Looks like he's got caught in.
Penalty
Hong Kong
advantage.
could possibly see a second man in the bin here. So a really strong finish to both halves from Chinese Taipei. Good drive there. He's been held up. Fantastic work by Theo Mag.
Yeah, that's a phenomenal effort from the big man, Theo, to get under the ball.
So right on the hooter there. I think the Chinese Taipei player thought that he had scored there, the big number 8. But it was a penalty advantage that they were playing with. You just see whether they go scrummage or just tap and go.
Get low! Come, Toby!
So the scrum is called for.
Very robust defence for this young Hong Kong side. And they're rolling out 2 last substitutions.
So as said, the hooter has gone for full time, so this will be the last play of the game. And Eric True
Last play, boys.
gets an opportunity. He's played some Premiership rugby for the Kowloon club here in Hong Kong. He was also at last year's ARC.
Bye.
So again, Chinese Taipei opting to go with a 7-man scrummage.
Go low.
Looking to make a statement here in the last play of the game. For their big test next Tuesday.
Bye. Set. Steady.
Hong champions getting very much the plum draw. And that's given us another penalty. And they've tapped and gone quickly.
Drag him in and hold him. Drag him in and hold him.
Best thing that Hong Kong can do is hold them up over the line. It looks like that's what they've done. And I think that will probably be the end of the game.
Well, that's not a figure. That's all it could be.
Advantage.
And some discussion between the officials here.
Yeah. No try. Held up. Match over.
And the referee calls no side. And in the end, a convincing bonus point win. 22 points to 7 for Hong Kong China over Chinese Taipei. So a fairly nervy end to the first half, Ash, but they came home comfortable winners, but without doubt Chinese Taipei absolutely played their part in this game.
Yeah, they certainly did. It was a very good showcase of young rugby where they played the ball a lot of ball in hand, a lot of carrying. And Chinese Taipei, they can hold their head high. They put this Hong Kong team under a lot of pressure and spent a lot of time deep in their half.
So some great scenes here at Kings Park as the two sides face off against each other, and Chinese Taipei bowing to their opposite numbers. One of the fantastic things about the game of rugby union is the level of respect. They've gone hammer and tong at each other for 70 minutes. It's got a little bit feisty, a little bit spicy in there a couple of times, but at the end of the game, it's all smiles, handshakes and respect. So some truly fantastic work there from both sides. Good to see young Dave Bennett on his feet there after going off with that knee injury towards the end of the first half. But a brace of tries each for Ben Sheldon and Luke Morrow. Certainly have put their hand up for selection next weekend. And as Joe Barker said to me earlier in the day, both games in such a tight tournament as this, you have to go full noise, and Hong Kong have done absolutely all they can do, which is to record the bonus point win. So we are now going to move over to an interview with Hong Kong China winning captain Oliver Clark, who's going to be interviewed by Gate from Asia Rugby.
I've got the winning captain with me. Hi, Ollie. Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
How do you rate your team's performance and what contributed to that success tonight?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give it a 7. I mean, we did well. There's some things we can work on. Started off fast, hit a bit of a right in the middle, and then we ended strong with some good defence and some good attacks. So yeah, no, I would say just good grit, good determination by all the boys, and that pushed us over the line. Yeah.
Good stuff. Korea next. What do you expect from Korea, and how would you prepare for that?
I think Korea are going to be big boys. They're going to be strong boys. So a little bit more elusiveness, a bit more footwork through contact, and not trying to bash straight through them, using our brains instead of our brawn. But nothing we can't handle, definitely. Yeah.
Good stuff. Good luck on the 16th.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
And so good interview from that young man. Great start to his international captaincy as we now look at the second half highlights. Great take there by Callum Fitzhenry. And Ben Sheldon saw them all disintegrate in front of him, but he had the presence of mind to stay strong and roll out for that try, Ash. Fantastic finish by the young man.
Yeah, look how much it means to him. He is fired up.
As you say, you know, this just disintegrates in front of him, but he stays strong and on his feet. And then he ran initially into a couple of these forwards, but rolled out and again, Isaac Campbell-Wu, vice captain, given the toughest of asks from the touchline. And again, as they move the ball out here, there was this great little bit of work here by Blake Elliott and a good finish by Luke Morrow again.
Yeah, it's the try of the game from me. Elliott showing a tremendous amount of pace there, and the little Sonny Bill Williams out the back to set up his winger for a great try.
It was very much a thank you and good night. And another really good strike there from Isaac Campbell-Wu, trying to get the extras. And then as we came right towards the end of the game, Chinese Taipei finished the stronger in both halves, Ash, and very nearly got across the line.
Yeah, they look really well. I'm sure the South Korean side's going to be watching.
So a fantastic game of rugby that we have seen here in round one of the 2023 Asia Under-19 Championship Game 1. We're now looking forward to Game 2 on Tuesday afternoon, where Chinese Taipei will take on South Korea. Hong Kong will be able to sit back and see how South Korea handles the challenge that Chinese Taipei puts up against them, and then they'll be able to rest up for the all-important final game of the tournament next Saturday. And yeah, everybody will be looking forward to that one, Ash.
Yeah, they certainly will. I'm looking forward to this game on Tuesday, South Korea versus Chinese Taipei. They would have been watching closely, and Chinese Taipei showed plenty there for them to look at.
And fantastic scenes here as the players are greeted by friends, family, and the Hong Kong rugby crowd. So an absolutely fantastic evening here. Thank you very much, Ash.
Thanks, Cookie.
And a convincing, oh, there he is, Jeremy Sheldon speaking to his son Ben, Mike Lacey there as well. So fathers all telling their sons how much better they used to be. So fantastic scenes here at Kings Park, but a resounding 22.7 win for Hong Kong China over Chinese Taipei as we sign off. Thank you.